back, it's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with my April layout share, and to be quite honest, I was a little busy. I didn't realize I scrapbooked this much in April. It was kind of more of a chaotic month than usual, I guess you could say. So I'm actually surprised I got all of this done. So let's dig in. This one here was so much fun to create. So I went through my stash and found a bunch of different green papers and just kind of made my own background. I knew what picture I wanted to use. The boys are on a hill, and so I thought it would be cool to kind of make a hilly background using a bunch of papers. And then I found a scrap piece of kind of bluish paper for the sky, and a couple of different papers I had clouds on them. So I fussy cut some of those and added those to the mix, and it's very hard to tell actually right now. I don't know if it kind of faded or what, but I had a stamp of some clouds as well. So just a one-page layout, but it was really fun to create. Next is this fun two-page layout. This is a page kit from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. You'll see I kind of did a lot this month with the different kits that I got. But this here is a page kit. So Merity at Not Just for Boys puts together page kits, so it's super easy. She lists out the instructions and then also does an instructional YouTube video. And I just loved this this layout, so I knew I had to grab it last month. So all the different frames, a little bit of blending with Distress Oxide, and I just thought these pictures were so fun. I had printed so many of them, so it was a good way to get a bunch of pictures on the same layout. So I just thought it was so cute. He was honestly and obviously enjoying his ice cream after kind of some time at the beach. I think it was late spring, so still pretty cold on the lake. But really fun two-page layout. I love how that turned out. This here is a two-page layout using the new School Life collection by Simple Stories, and it was done in collaboration with Scrapbook Studio and C. She is actually running a sale right now through the end of May, so you can still check that out. 10% off your order and free shipping. I'll put the link down below. I think all you have to do is click on it and it automatically applies the coupon. So check that out. But really fun. I tried to use a little bit of everything on the layout. She sent me, I think, pretty much everything from the collection. So this here is some washi tape. The tags were part of the paper. This is a frame from the collection. Some chipboard, some ephemera, the puffy stickers, the brads. This is the first time that I've used these brads. They're really cool. They're just stickers. They don't actually have that metal piece on the back that you have to poke through. So I went brad crazy on this layout, to be quite honest. I was thrilled. And so it was just really fun to use a lot of the collection, and I just really like how this one turned out. So this one here is a one-page layout. Honestly, I did it quite some time ago and really did not like the way it turned out. I bought this cut file last month from Not Just for Boys Kit Club to try and cover up the actual book on the page, and I think it looks okay, kind of stacked, you know, like the books are stacked. I had tried to do some journaling on the book, and it just did not look the way I wanted it to look, and so I really had to try to fix this layout. So that's why I added the cut file here, moved some of the pieces around, and added some because the cut file was not large enough to cover up some of the journaling up here, so I had to cover that up. This was done using the Vicky Booten Storyteller collection. I got most of it actually from Not Just for Boys a couple months ago. Like I said, I did this one a while ago and just did not know how to fix it, and so it's been hanging out, and I haven't showed you because I did not like it. So it's a little bit better now, not my favorite, but I feel like I did kind of fix what I didn't like. This here is a fun fall 2-page layout. This is not really a specific collection. It was a paper pad, and then this was a scrap from something else, and then I added, I can't remember if it's Auburn, I think it's Auburn Lane, some of the embellishment. So it was really something different for me. I really like to use collections or kits, and so to try to put it together myself was a bit challenging, if I'm going to be honest. So I just really liked how the spread turned out. Again, layering like this is a good way to get multiple pictures on the page, so I'm happy with that one. This here is a 2-page layout. The kit came from Not Just for Boys Kit Club a couple months ago. I did add a couple of things from my stash, but again, just really like how it turned out. So believe it or not, these pictures were taken the same weekend. Apparently overnight we got quite a bit of snow. I was away for a scrapbook weekend, and so my husband took the boys out to our property to kind of explore. I think this is just a BB gun, so don't be concerned, please. But I just really like how this turned out. I love the cut file and like the buffalo plaid backing of the pictures and of the cut file. And then these wood pieces also came from Not Just for Boys, so I really like how those look on the layout. This is just a simple, fun 1-page layout that I did using Cocoa Vanilla Studios. Oh, I don't think it is Legendary. Is it Boys Rule maybe? And maybe I mixed them up. Actually, I think I did mix them up. I think the ephemera some of it came from Legendary. So I mixed up the two kind of more boyish collections. And just super simple. There's a flag and a strip. Honestly, my kids are just so goofy, and I just love, capturing their goofiness. So the title was perfect, and just, tuck some stars in. Super simple embellishing on this page. This is kind of a kit, or kind of I tried to mimic the March patina, I believe, Not Just for Boys Kit Club. Loved how those layouts turned out, and if you have not seen them, I will link them up above for you to check out. So I was kind of using what I had left over from that kit and adding some stuff that I had bought as well. So the frame, I just feel like it helps that picture stand out. I love that picture. I had some scraps of this paper, literally not very much scrap, but I love that color, especially with these fall pictures. So I wanted to include what I could of that. And then the 49 a Market ephemera packs just are great layering pieces. So I used quite a few of those just to layer. I cut this in half so I could, piece it together. And then these kind of tickets were from the 49 a Market. So really liked that one. This was April's Electric, Not Just for Boys premium kit. And again, usually I do themed layouts. So this, is fishing. Usually I would totally go gung-ho, fishing paper, fishing embellishments, fishing everything. So it's really fun to challenge myself, get out of my norm. And that's what I feel like these kits are doing for me. So I really am enjoying the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. It came with a cut file, so I added my title inside of the cut file and just added some embellishments. There's a really cute like stamp pad almost that came with it, and so I went through and found a fish and then like a seashell, and then I made my own because there's some plain ones at the back. So I just used Distress Oxides and some stamps, there we go, and made my own. And I still have to journal, at least put the date on here, but I am really loving the Not Just for Boys Kit Clubs, how it's expanding what I do. This layout so far is just a 1-page layout. And funny thing is, I actually did this one on vacation. So I went to Tuesday morning on vacation at the beginning of the month and found the Simple Stories, I don't know what it's called, but the birthday collection, and absolutely loved it. But I didn't take any other scrapbooking stuff with me. My mom had bought a paper cutter at Tuesday morning, and I was like, oh sweet, all I have to do is get some tape then. However, the paper cutter only went up to 9 inches. Hence, the ripped paper down at the bottom. So if you don't have a 12 by 12, you can still do a 12 by 12 layout, I've discovered. So the ripped paper down at the bottom, and then I actually had bought the navy paper at Tuesday morning as well to back it, and I kind of went through to see what pictures I would want to use, and I found that, you know, they were both going to be vertical. So I overlapped those and just added some embellishment. So again, super simple, but I was on vacation when I did this layout, and I came home and I added the pictures to it. And yeah, I still have to do the second page and then at least 2 more pages for, I think it was his 3rd birthday. All right, so last month I finally got working on my mother-in-law's scrapbook. She had sent me home from Christmas time with some pictures of her grandparents, her parents, my father-in-law's parents, lots of different pictures. I don't know. I was nervous to start, and now that I've started, I really am enjoying it. So this is something, you know, different than my norm. But I used, I believe, Again and Again by Pink Paisley for this layout. There is a process video up. I will tag that as well. And so this was written actually on the back side of the photo, and I wanted to make sure we didn't lose that. And so I wrote exactly down, you know, what was down here. Added some ephemera and some stickers. Loved these like puffy stickers here, those shapes, so I added those to the different places. I did have a viewer recommend, and this is a great idea, I need to find some. Instead of, if there's writing on the back side, use photo corners. Tape the photo corners down and then just slide the picture in so you could easily, you know, pull it out and look on the back side. So I really like that idea. So keep that in mind if you're doing something similar. This one here was really fun. It was the Maggie Holmes Heritage Collection, and there is a process video up for this one as well. And I really wanted to use the wood grain paper in the collection, but I chose this white, kind of with the ribbon around it, and I loved it. I love how it turned out. And then I just really kept my embellishing almost like on a horizontal, plane, I guess. And just had the title kind of go vertical. So I really, really like this one. And I'm going to be sad when I have to give them to her, because I really am enjoying doing this and how they're turning out. This here, I think, is Auburn Lane. So again, for my mother-in-law's scrapbook. So I actually, these were all scraps from a different layout that I did, and I've just been keeping them. Why not use your scraps, right? So I just kind of staggered them, kind of at a diagonal. Added this great big title, Love is Sweet. This is my father-in-law's parents' wedding. So I thought that was perfect. And added some puffy stickers, some sequins, fussy cut the flower, and then added just a little cluster at top. I am trying to, and I guess I didn't with this one, but I'm trying to leave some space if my mother-in-law wants to journal. And so I added this little tag there in case she wants to journal, and added some kind of a cluster to the top. So super easy, really simple, with all my scraps just kind of going down the page. This here was really fun to make, so lots of mixed media. So I used my Vicki Boutin Color Study, one of her new stencils, and then the Heidi Swapp Color Shine sprays, and it just sprayed over top of the molding paste I used with the stencil. Used a Paige Evans cut file, and then used the Cocoa Vanilla Studios Happiness collection to back the cut file, the pink paper, and this blue paper as well. I really tried to tone down because I felt like the mixed media was overpowering. So that's why I kind of added the strip, the two kind of papers behind the photo. I kind of kept the embellishing quite simple just because the mixed media and the cut file are quite busy. So just the title and then a couple of super simple embellishment clusters. And then this here is the last one. Whoops. So this is a 2-page layout, and this was done again in collaboration with Scrapbook Studio NC. So this is the Cozy Days collection by Simple Stories. So I kind of used that diagonal feel again for this one, but for this one I used the branding strips. So with Simple Stories, they don't always go all the way across, and so, you know, you have about this much, I guess, that much of the branding strip of the paper, and a lot of times I throw them away, but this time I decided to use them on a layout and kind of show you how, when I do use them, how I like to use them. So I kind of did a diagonal and kept my embellishments in that diagonal. A title at the top, love the little banner here, and I did pop the picture up on some foam tape to give it some dimension. And then page 2, actually, I gutted the yellow flower paper here and used the inside as my background for page 2. Added the fun floral paper that I backed this with across, just to kind of fill in the gap. So, you know, if I had the overlap pictures here, there's a gap here and there's a gap here. So I kind of wanted to fill in that gap, and I felt like that doing a strip of paper across would be perfect. And then I just added my embellishment cluster on top of that. And another one down here, they're reading a story. So this little stack of books was perfect embellishment for this layout. And I am going to do some journaling here, so I just overlapped some tags. And just a little bit up top, another little, what I had left over in my branding strips, and this was the washi. So I actually think I covered it all up over here, but there's washi here, and there's washi right under there. So I ended up covering it up on that page, but I did something you could do, you know, with washi as well, not just branding strips. So I did kind of just add some washi here, the branding strip up top, just a little bit of something different, I guess, to fill in those corners. But yeah, that is what I completed in April. Like I said, way busier scrapbooking month than I anticipated looking back at it. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these layouts and found something, you know, some crafty inspiration. Feel free to scrap lift if there's anything you like. And then maybe mention me, you know, if you put it on social media, that would be awesome. But that is it for now. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.